Okay, this is actually the second installment of our series. In my previous video, I talked about how to go ahead and actually get started, everything that I'm going to use to basically navigate this entire process, why you should be documenting this process because it's going to help you print cash. And I've also heard from some people that my sound quality could be better. I don't know. The place that I'm currently working out of is a little bit echoey, but this is the mic. If you guys have a better recommendation for the mic, please go ahead and leave it in the comments. We'll take it very seriously because there's so many mics out there. I just don't even know. I have a sentimental connection with this mic because I've made millions off of this guy. Like even before I made my first dollar. So, and it's been with me all over the world. So, but let's go ahead and actually chop it up. So what is the Claude Certified Foundations Architect? And in order to answer that, we need to go ahead and actually talk also about what is the Claude Partner Network and why Anthropic has basically popped $100 million into this Claude Partner Network. So the Claude Partner Network, if I was to go ahead and sum it up, is they're committing an initial $100 million to support our partners with training courses, dedicated technical support, and joint market development. Partners who join from today will get immediate access to new technical certifications and be eligible for investment. Anthropic is focused on ensuring that our AI model Claude serves the needs of businesses. To do this, we partner with a number of other companies. So it's going to, not exactly, but if I was to describe it to you in the simplest way possible, it's going to be a talent marketplace. Very similar to that of Upwork or Fiverr. Not exactly, but it's the closest thing because a lot of people have asked me. Because there's so many companies right now, like you're trying to learn this too. I'm learning this too. In 2026, nobody is denying that AI is here. It's here to stay. Market's moving faster than ever. Nobody is denying that, but implementing AI is a huge bottleneck right now. And there just isn't enough talent that's out there. In fact, one of the best ways that I can actually prove this to you is this is Finn Meeks, who is a general partner at South Park Commons. And I guess they were part of a recent event where they said the job postings for forward deployed product engineer has increased 10 times over the last year. Has increased 10 times over the last year. Unfortunately, like what does a forward deployed engineer do? Well, a forward deployed engineer is actually going to go out to the client side, communicate directly with the customer, and actually identify, not only help people use. So like the difference between that role and like a solutions engineering role is solutions engineer would go out there and actually provide solutions to your challenges. So what are some ways we could go out there and use this product better? A forward deployed engineer is to go out there, not only help you unblock whatever's keeping you and your team stuck, that their product can actually give you a lot of value. On top of that, the forward deployed engineer is supposed to actually identify additional revenue opportunities, upsells, other ways like, oh yeah, you know what, our product can also do this and this and this and this and this and this. Oh, we would love all that. Okay, well, for said dollar amount, we would love to go ahead and do this for you. So unfortunately, there's not enough engineers that actually can fill these forward deployed engineering roles. And a lot of them, which is the common vibe amongst the recruiting world, is that a lot of the forward deployed engineers don't do a very good job identifying upsell opportunities, which is why it gave way to an entirely new field, and that's called forward deployed product manager. Because forward deployed product managers, they're printing cash right now. They are very good at communicating with customers, and generally speaking, they're pretty decent at identifying additional revenue opportunities, but they actually don't know the building part. So in today's market, there's a huge merger between people that know how to build and the people that don't know how to build. The people that don't know how to build need to learn how to, like the sales and the marketing people, they need to learn how to build. The people that know how to build, they need to learn how to sell and how to market. it is like a merge of those two roles. And in the product side, we're also seeing a merge between growth and product management. Why am I telling you all of this? Because you're only doing this, yes, the upskill is important, but you're also doing this to make more money. And there's been a lot of people that's gotten this certification and they're like, where the fuck is my money? It's like, well, let me tell you something. Like getting an MBA opens up some doors, but to say you're walking around New York with a Columbia Business School MBA and you're wondering where the fuck is your check and why is it not coming, but some people else are printing. I'm telling you all of this right now because I'm letting you know you have to start documenting your journey right now. It's going to be, that's actually one of our instructors, it's going to be easier and easier and easier to pass this exam. And additional requirements will be implemented in this process so that future people are not going to be able to pass as easily, which is another reason why you want to get in on it. But I want to challenge you to think bigger and to think farther, even after you pass the exam, right? Because there's a bunch of people right now that has already passed the exam and they have noticed zero difference in their financial bottom line. Is you need to start thinking about how you're going to deploy these skills. You're either going to go into growth product management with these skills, or you're going to become a forward deployed product manager with these skills. The best example of this would be the VP of growth over there at Perplexity. You can go ahead and see here, he was the head of growth, and then now he is the VP of product and growth, and this is where a lot of product manager roles are basically going. You take a look at this right now. This is, I think, the best way to sum it up. And in a way, this is kind of forward deployed product management or forward deployed engineering, which I feel like why we're calling ourselves tech careers is pretty much all the roles in tech are going to be combined in a growth function or forward deployed function. You're either helping market or you're helping sell on site. And it says this, I want to personally work with 5 companies in May. I will sit down with every team and department and function, spec out opportunities for AI, save time, generate revenue, build out exact workflows. And it's like, and I'll work with the team, hang around until your team is fully self-served and getting an incredible amount of impact from the new tooling. Because why? It goes back to why I'm even doing this entire process to begin with. Because I see people like there's about like 5-10% of the market, they're just chomping down through all these certifications. I'm like, you're leaving so much fucking money on the table because you should be publicizing that process so that you can actually go out there and make money. Because once you actually go ahead and actually pass the certification, you have to think, how are you going to get a slice of this $100 million pie by being a brand ambassador and actually influencer with it? So actually, I'm going to go ahead and move this section of it up. Okay. Because once you actually get on here, well, the next thing is like, well, what do you basically need to go out there and actually be a part of the network? I'll tell you right now. You need to go out there and pass the intro to agent skills, building with Claude API, introduction to model context protocol, and then you need to pass the Claude code in action. Each and every one of these modules have their own curriculum in it, and they also have different instructors. So as you can basically see here, which I'm going to cover actually in the next video, they all have a different lesson plan. Once you pass all of that, then, okay, and only then, I've listed out all lessons here. You're going to go over to this Google Doc. Right here. You're going to go over to this Google Doc. And you're going to go all the way down here. That's when you're allowed to go ahead and register for this exam. But you have to be signed in with a partner company employee email to be able to register for the exam, which means you can either go ahead and do this yourself, or you're going to be going through it like, for example, you'd be going through it with somebody like us, right? Having said that, though, in my next video, I'm going to cover for you what are the requirements to passing, what are the requirements to going out there and passing the Claude Certified Foundations Architect, right now. So that's the next video.